Hello there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone! It's me, GenuineParts, and we are back in If My Heart Had Wings in episode 21. That's pretty amazing. I'm not actually sure if I have a series that has more episodes. I should have mentioned it in the 20th episode, but no such thing happened because I completely forgot. So yeah, 21 episodes, that's pretty crazy, so thanks so much for making this series enjoyable for me and more novel for, well, kinda making an enjoyable novel, I guess. We just talked with Agea about friends and the types of friends, I guess, and I actually recorded the 20th episode before this one, and actually I wanted to record them back to back, but I got a pretty severe migraine headache. That sucks. So if I took medication, so it's okay, I guess. It's still there a little bit, but so if I'm not that energetic in this episode, I beg your pardon. I'm not too well, so let's get back to that. That is a question of time. If I hadn't spent the same amount of time with them, me, Agea, and the others were each other's very first friends here in this neighborhood, back before I can even remember. If there was anyone else who I got along with, idiot, moron, knucklehead! What? Suddenly, all those insults spring to mind. Do we really get along?
先生に頼まれたのも本当だし、みんなの輪に入りやすいようにしてやってくれって言われたの。
Even if you weren't told to, you were worried about Kotori anyway, weren't you?
そのつもりなんだけどさ、自信なくなった。結局逆効果だったわけだし。
Kotori is taking a day off school today too. Agea thought it was her fault and was blaming herself. This morning when I woke up, Kotori had already left. There were signs that the kitchen had been messed up, and it looked like she had been searching for the withdrawal notice that I hid. Actually, it was in the drawer in my room. It's not your fault that Kotori hasn't come to school.
どうしてそう思うの？
It's not just what I think. I'm almost completely certain. The truth is, I remembered that we were in the hallway of the school and took a quick look around. There was nobody passing, so I didn't have to worry about anyone hearing. Kotori wants to quit school. From a long time ago, seems like she had decided before I came back here. Agea was surprised to hear this out of the blue and didn't say anything.
それって。
It's not because she argued with the girls in the class. There's a deeper reason for it. I think that it's also the reason for her recent behavior and attitude.
じゃあ、ソアリング部に入らないって言ったのも。
Is she crying? Yeah, since she was planning to quit school soon, she thought it would just cause problems for us.
そんな。じゃあ、昨日の喧嘩って。
Was because you both misunderstood each other.
そんなのないよ。私たち喧嘩したまんまじゃん。このままハバネさんがいなくなっちゃったら、私どうすりゃいいんだよ。
She's taking the thing very hard, I guess. What? Bam bam? What? Agea takes a turn takes her unfocused anger out of me by hitting my chest. Ow, ow, ow!
もっと早く言えよバカ
Baka! Baka! That's one word I know, and that I understood. I only found out by coincidence. Also, ouch. I can't just go around telling other people their secrets, can I? I just picked up the withdrawal notice by coincidence. I didn't know when she was planning on submitting it, or even if she was really serious about it. I couldn't exactly ask her about either.
でも
Hey, stop it! Also, why do your fists sound like the little suction cups on the nuts? So, boop, boop. Ah, I'm sorry, okay, that hurt. Seriously, stop punching me! Then, I thought that she didn't want to quit school anymore. She'd been coming to school, helping with the meal preparations at the dormitory, and it looked like she was enjoying herself. I just assumed that everything was okay now.
今日の帰り謝りに行く葵も付き合って
Well, I lived there, so... Yeah, sure. Oh, come on. In an attempt to offer some comfort to Agia, who was now crying, I stroked her head. Anyway, today's Friday. No, it's not. It's Saturday for me, but I let that one slide. Game. It was the deadline of the grace period for the Soaring Club members given to us by the Student Council Vice President Akari Kumori. Kumoi! Akari Kumoi. After school, Agia and I and the other person went to the Soaring, and then one other person went to the Soaring Club's garage. The Vice President came to see the four of us, one by one, including club leader Amane, as we lined up. Oh. A vein was clearly visible on the Vice President's temple.
何ですかこの人は
What do you mean? She's the new member.
新入部員のしぐれかな子です却下
What?
なんでですか
Yeah, that's my words exactly. Please explain.
そうだそうだ幽霊部員は認めないと言ったはずです
And?
なんで決めつけるんですか
Yeah. This is the tyranny of the student council.
そうだそうだ私が空に憧れちゃ悪いっての前科6犯この人は幽霊部員の常習犯だからです
What?
いやー秋っぽい性格でというわけで却下ですいいじゃん同じクラスのよしみでさ
You two are in the same class? I guess they are in the same grade.
ねえねえあかりちゃんベタベタ触らないでください
She gets rid of Kanako with a flat refusal. It seems that she used to dealing with her.
他に部員は
No.
ということは廃部決定ですね副会長これ
Amane sheepishly passed her a printed out piece of paper. It was the results of the Soaring Club's activities that she had compiled.
どうだろうかここ数年でフライトしたのは先日の一度きりそれも授業中という暴挙大会を目指しているわけでもなく 学園祭にも不参加で、作品や研究内容を発表する場も特に設けてはいない。極めて個人的な趣味の範疇ですね。これはいわゆるサークル活動ではありませんか？
うん。
Amane?
素直に認めちゃダメです。ダメかな、副会長。どうしても行きたい場所があるんだ。
There was something that sounded like a desperate appeal in Haman's voice.
行きたい場所？
イスカと約束したんだ。
The vice president said nothing as she looked at her, as if trying to figure out the true meaning.
そうですね。部員は一人足らず3名。研究発表の場はない。とはいえ。
However?
あなたは。
The vice president, oh sorry, the vice president looked as if she was about to say something very important and looked behind us, towards the back of the garage. I know who it is.
ハバネさん。
Kotori! There was Kotori. She had entered at some point.
返すものがあって。
Okay. She said to Amane.
私にかい？
But Kotori did not come towards us. Next to the glider, with its sheet removed, she was looking down slightly at something on her lap. Amane walked over to her.
なんだい？これが完成すれば雲の上に行けるの？え？
Kotori looks at the white, sleek aircraft. And then she held out the thing that was on her lap. A photograph.
ここに行けるの？これは。
When Amane saw it, she was wide-eyed with surprise.
この写真どこで？
Tears welled up in her eyes.
何なの？
I don't know. Agia and I walked over there to take a look at the photograph that Kotori was holding. It was a photograph of clouds. A sunset dyed in indigo and orange. Or was it a sunrise? In the beautifully colored, clear morning glow was a huge row of clouds, which looked similar to a passage extending across the sky. This must be the passage of clouds.
きれい。
Yes, it is. Yeah. Agea and I, Kanaka and the vice president, were all fascinated by the miraculously spectacle shown in the photograph.
この場所に行けるの？
Kotori asked again. For a moment, I couldn't make the mental connection between the question and the view in the photograph. That was because it was a place too far away to be associated with the word go. This place.
ここに行くの？この雲の上に？
Riding this glider? As I looked at the photograph, I envisioned a white aircraft without an engine, flying across the sky, being so graceful, great and solemn. That really was a miraculous sight. All of us, even Akari, held our breath as we waited for Aman's answer. Can it go to this place?
いけるさ。
She murmured as she took the photograph and looked at it nostalgically.
イスカがそう言ってたから。あの子は天才なんだ。
Amane, who had until just now had tears in her eyes, smiled happily as she said that name.
私も入部したい。私みたいな子で邪魔じゃないなら。
She spoke with both fear and lack of confidence in her voice. However, in the eyes seemed to be a strong determination. When Amane saw those eyes, she answered.
もちろん大歓迎だ。
I met the sky and yearned for it. Did you just... Is that really just... Did we just play the intro? Is that all set up? Like, really? I mean, I love it so far, and I love the animation and the graphics, and the music is fantastic. But is this all set up? Is it 21 episodes of setup? This is what falling in love is about, without a doubt.